A polar vortex is plunging temperatures all across Florida. Some other states are seeing snow for the very first time this season. And once the sun goes down, Central Florida is going to be dipping down into the 30s overnight.
Yeah, the water parks are closed, warming shelters starting to open, and the state is bracing for record low temps. Right now, we have a Fox 35 storm team alert in effect. That same cold front producing the massive snowfall in other parts of the country coming our way. Wow, look at Buffalo right now and also in West Virginia. All right, Fox 35 storm team meteorologist Noah Bergman joins us right now. So talk about the records we're looking at tonight.
Yeah, John, virtually every spot that has a record tonight is going to beat it, and it's going to shatter it in most places. So in Daytona, we're forecasting 36. That will come close to the record of 35. This is for the day tomorrow morning, back from 1956. In Orlando, we're forecasting 35. That'll shatter the record from 1932 of 39. In Ocala, 30. That'll break the record of 34 back from 1943. And in Sanford, Lake Mary area, 35 will easily break the record of 39 back from 1962. And for some perspective, this is the earliest into the fall or winter we've seen 35 or lower in Orlando since 1934. And in fact, by one day, we're missing this being the earliest ever recorded. Back in 1913, we did it today, coincidentally. So this is one of the earliest episodes in the year, in the cold season rather, that we've been this low for the temperature here in Florida. Again, it's not the fact that it is this cold, it's how early it is out there. We've got some impacts far and wide, including freezing temperatures in Ocala and Gainesville areas. But for more on that, I want to bring in my colleague, meteorologist TJ Springer, who's around Ocala. TJ, it's getting cold out there. What are you tracking up there?
Hey, Noah, yeah, I feel it. It's time to throw on the heavier winter jacket here and the earmuffs soon. I can feel the wind, and that is why we're up here. We're talking about prepping not just your plants, but also your animals. We're at Braddock Ranch South, and we have made some new friends. We have Waylon, June, and Johnny. Hi, guys. How's it going? They're precious. They've come up and said hi. Hi. You can see some of their fur, so that'll hopefully keep them warm. But for more on that, we're going to introduce Carrie Braddock, owner of Braddock Ranch South. Carrie, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So how are these little guys and your whole horse family, how are they going to stay warm in this chill?
They've actually grown a lot of hair, and what we're going to do to supplement not blanketing them is we're going to give them a lot of hay tonight to keep them warm, because if they've got hay in their stomachs, it's going to keep the energy up in them and keep them warm through the night.
So the digestion, that kind of helps?
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, because we've got 70 horses here. It would take us too long to go and blanket everybody. We do when it gets cold for several days, but this is just looking like it's going to be cold at about 7 to 8 a.m., and then it will start warming up.
Okay. Now, for them, because they're so young, they have a little more of that fur, so they don't need the blankets like some of the older horses would need.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, they're so cute. Now, with them, is it their fur, does it change as they get older? Is that why the older horses need the blankets?
Yeah, the older horses that we have probably won't get as hairy as these. These are miniature horses, and they just have a little bit more hair coat than the big horses. But some of the older brood mares and things like that, you know, we will blanket them if it stays cold for a certain number of days, or if it's wet with the cold, because the wet and the cold really can chill them down quickly.
I can imagine the wind doesn't help either.
The wind does not help one bit. No, not at all.
I know we're going to have a lot of that tomorrow morning, so hopefully us as well as them, they'll be nice, warm, and cozy. For now, Noah, it's going to be one of those cold blasts. I know you've been talking about that, Luann. John, I'll send things back over to you in the studio.
All right, TJ, thank you. Yeah, those mini horses are so cute. Well, some local shelters are also getting ready for the cold blast. Matthew's Hope is one nonprofit opening up a warming shelter in Orange County. They opened that shelter to homeless men, women, and children at 4 o'clock today. They also have buses going around picking people up, and people at the shelter will be given winter gear to help them stay warm.
Well, we always watch a movie. We always have either chili or soup, something warm. We have games, and we just try to make it as relaxing as possible, even if it's only for a night or two.
The organization is also accepting donations of food, clothing, and bedding for those in need at their winter garden facility. They're also accepting financial contributions as well. And in Lake County, a warming shelter will be open at Life Point Church. It opens tonight at 5, so it opened about 35 minutes ago. In Volusia County, the Bridge in DeLand will be open as a cold weather shelter today and tomorrow. In Flagler County, the Sheltering Tree in Bunnell opens tonight as well. And Osceola County has 3 shelters open tonight. Free rides will be given to all of them. And stick with Fox 35 News for the very latest on this cold blast we're feeling. Make sure you have the Fox Local app. With it, you can track the temperatures in your neighborhood.